Yeah, this is Pitch Perfect Politics with a bit of a diatribe about Dan Lebertard, the fat Cuban racist who has a prominent show on ESPN every day. He's on for like, I don't know how many hours a day, 3 or 4 hours. And I watch the show occasionally during the day because he has some funny bits on there. But the most irksome thing about this fat Cuban is that he's a racist and he hates whites. He thinks all whites are the same, and he thinks whites don't have any right to defend themselves or their heritage because of racism and because of slavery. I mean, this is so pathetic, but it's so typical of the low information ideological liberals employed by ESPN. So he went on and on today. I just taped a bit of it. He went on and on today about how weird it was and how it was white privilege because people got upset about what Phil Mickelson did during the U.S. Open. But of course, Mickelson should have been vilified, and he also should have been disqualified for what he did. He made a joke out of a serious tournament, the most valued tournament of all, the U.S. Open, and so he should have been disqualified. And Lebertard says the response to what Mickelson did was way out of line. But of course, that's just a subjective judgment of somebody who does not know golf, does not like golf, and in fact thinks it's a joke. But this is the same man who, when he was younger, thought that wrestling was real, and he used to argue with his father about it. I mean, back in the day when I used to watch the Three Stooges in wrestling, I knew it was fake when I was 10 years old. This guy didn't know it until he was a teenager. In any event, this is the kind of stuff you get from ESPN. They put on, he calls himself a brown man. He doesn't look brown. He just looks like a fat white guy, like any fat typical white liberal you see, who doesn't even know what he's talking about. But that's who ESPN puts on, and ESPN wonders why they're losing viewership. I don't think they understand that when you insult your main customer base, it's going to hurt you. But that's their business plan. So way to go, liberals! You're doing great.